Alright guys, welcome back to Survival Living here. So, out here in the greenhouse is daytime. Why am I not at work? Well, I jacked myself up again. You guys remember, like 2 weeks ago, I had a heat stroke, fell out. When my body was healing itself, going through things, I started noticing some problems in my hand. And went to the doctor yesterday after getting home from work. I was there at midnight, and sending me to a specialist. Looks like I have possibly damaged a tendon ligament in my wrist, and my thumb goes numb all the time. Thumb always goes numb, and I start to get sharp pains through it, so decided to go get it checked out. Lesson learned: when you start seeing things go off and start acting up in your body, quit trying to push through it and go get it checked out. I did. I tried to accommodate it, try to push through it many times, and turns out there was something else going on with it, something I could not fix. So I'm off today, doctor's orders, go back at it again. I gotta go see a hand specialist and get it checked out, do some imaging and stuff like that in it. So good times. As a prepper standpoint, I dropped the ball. I did. I should have automatically went to the doctor. The company I work for is a newer company. I was trying to do the right things, trying to help them to be in my position in the company, and I should have just went to the doctor. That would have saved me a lot of time. I'm dropping things at work I can't grasp with this hand, so it's hard to operate a grinder. Luckily I got one hand. Hard to weld with this hand because I can't hold the stinger. And it's hard to climb up ladders if you can't grab the ladder run. So, yeah, let's go ahead and give this thing take a look at. So I dropped the ball on that. I did. Heat, it's still freaking hot down here in Florida. Absolutely it is. I know that we are possibly looking at some major hurricane season as soon as that Sahara dust moves out of our way. From my experience down here in Florida, I don't know meteorologists or weatherman or anything like that, but from my experience, once that dust clears out, that dry air with it, that's when things are going to ramp up. So expect major hurricanes if you're down here in Florida. Of course, we always keep prepared for that. If you're not prepared for that, make sure you do. Other news on the front are SHTF memecoin doing great. A lot of momentum bouncing around. I'm still very excited on this thing. I am. I did a lot of work in there, invested quite a bit, making sure it's getting promoted good and stuff like that. So those that have checked it out, greatly do appreciate it. We went and got our own Twitter, Instagram, Discord for it, got loaded up on Deck server. Yeah, we went all out in it trying to help promote that thing. So for those that have, definitely appreciate it. If you haven't checked it out, the link's in the description for it. It is a crypto meme coin. In other words, it is not used for anything except for a novelty item. It is SHTF is the tag. Survival Living SHTF coin. Yes. So trade at your own risk, trade for enjoyment. Any type of cryptocurrency and stuff, stocks, anything like that, guys, always use common sense. You don't have to do any of that. I made some money on these things. I made some money off stocks and crypto before. I don't invest everything I got in it because it's a form of gambling, in my opinion. You can't really read it. And everything's based off of what other people are doing, and you got no control over it. So that's one of those things you got to keep track of all the time. So a little bit of news and information there. I am not getting rid of the coin. I enjoy it too much. I enjoy doing it. I'm not closing down my prepping channel. I watched Canadian Preppers video last night, I believe it was, about the Canadian preparedness.com website, the storefront. I get it. I get it. Wants to be more with his kids. A lot of the bigger YouTubers have actually shut down their YouTube channel so they can focus more on their family. He's not shutting down his channel. It's just all this is affecting his actual business aspect over there in Canada. So I understand. I understand not having enough hours in the day between all the projects I run here at the house after work and the hours I put in at work, yeah, it gets tiring. But I found out something. When I stop and rest, that's when I feel every tear, every old broken bone injury. I can't afford to stop, all right? I have to keep moving forward and keep moving forward. And it all comes down to SHTF preparedness and survival. When you're hurt, when you're exhausted, you just keep pushing and keep pushing your body to achieve your goal. Get into a safe location, get that fire started, find drinkable water. So I usually take those skills I learned from outdoor survival and actual survival and apply it to my daily lives. And hopefully you guys do the same as well. So guys, I do have to go to the pharmacy. I gotta go get my medication this morning. I gave me some steroids, anti-inflammatory, and painkillers, because this, believe it or not, freaking hurts. You'll be amazed at how much you actually move your wrist around during the daytime. Before I went, my wife said, well, maybe you got carpal tunnel. I'm like, from what? I know that's me being arrogant, or not arrogant, me being uneducated. She actually got carpal tunnel before dealing with keyboards, typing, being a typist. I don't really type, but I do repetition motion all the time. Luckily though, it got ruled out, so there's that. It's just I either fell on my hand, or that's the only thing we can really think of. When I fell out, I must have fallen on my hand when I fell, and I just sprung the crap out of everything inside that thing. So another reason I got to lose some more weight, right? I fell on my hand and break my arm. Yeah, that means you're too fat, Joe. All right, guys. Speak to you later.